Right, so hi everyone. This feels a bit weird because you'll be watching this on, wait a minute, I'll just, not that there's anything juicy in it, but I'll put my diary thing, well, it's my to-do list out of the way. Yeah, I'm filming this on the full moon on Friday, the 14th of March, 2025. I nearly said 2022. Hmm, that's very interesting because that's what was in my head, and then I remembered it wasn't that before. So what I feel that means, just in case the TV decides to unpause itself, so I'm putting something on mute and I'm talking about pausing things or unpausing. So I think it's either got, I think it's got something to do with things that are like maybe stopping and starting. And I'd say 2022 is a significant year. But I mean, change the year if it's different, but it was just because that's what was in my head. Um, and yeah, and mute. So like mute, pause, something stops starting. So this actually feels, oh, why is the thumb up? In the well, it's away now. Again, if you've heard me say that, my guides love to play with this stuff, so it's quite funny. I know that is part of inbuilt Zoom and other things, but yeah, it seems to have a mind of its own when I'm doing it. It's like my guides, it's like they seem to be like that. But that wasn't the same. Look, it's a minute actually. Now I think it is good. There you go. That never does that. It never does it on command. So now it's starting to do it. That's quite funny. Um, that's true. So again, those of you that are here all the time, you'll know what I mean. That usually it's like totally unpredictable and it doesn't like I'll go like that. Look, watch if it does it again. Look, what the fuck was that? That was like a celebration thing. Oh my God. So I was going to sit here and do this. Yay. Well, look, it's not doing that again. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Wow. Okay, there's a celebration card. Anyway, so maybe you were an alchemist. I'm sure we'll have another. Maybe you were an alchemist. Mind blowing. Right. So remember, I'm filming this with in mind. So before I forget that, so first of all, if you're new, welcome. It is crazy like this around here all the time. And I do a lot of live streams, which I will actually be gearing myself up to get back to very, very soon when you're watching this, because I love Aries season. So again, I might actually pop up a week today from when I'm filming this on the 21st, but we'll just see how I go, because I'm basically I'm having a week off. Well, basically, I've had the last 2 days off to recharge, and that's why I've got energy to film these. And because I thought to myself, so by the way, all this housekeeping stuff is relevant because it's a Virgo full moon, and Virgo's about being of service in your work and your everyday routine ritual. And I'd decided, right, I'm going to give myself just over a week off because I need it basically. And also, funnily enough, I do need to do lots of my housework. I need to just declutter. I've been detoxing my body in that anyway for weeks, months, years actually. But like, you know what I mean? I'm going to get really back into that even bigger. And I just really need to clear all my house. Like quite a lot of people naturally get in that energy at this time of year. So I know a lot of you will be feeling me. You've probably have already been sort of doing that over the weekend. But also the fact that the day that I'm filming this for, it's a Scorpio moon, that is about purging as well. That is about releasing, it's about endings, it's about the death card and tarot, it's the endings, you know what I mean? And of course, because we've just had the full moon, which is the day I'm filming it confusing, because we've had the big full moon eclipse, and you know, who knows what kind of endings and beginnings you've already had by the time you're watching this. But we're now gearing up to the see, this is what always eclipse and equinox. So sorry if I already called the eclipse the equinox, I do that every year, right? But what we're gearing up to is the equinox, depending on where, you know, it's the spring equinox where I live, but you know, it'll be different in different parts of the world, obviously, you'll know. And yeah, it's the balancing of the energies, which is why I chose to take this time off, you know, as a wee sort of break, a holiday last year, because I noticed all the previous years, it was crazy. Like the energy is just crazy. It's like people's moods are very all over the place. It's really, really crazy because Mercury actually goes into retrograde tomorrow as I'm filming this, so it's already been there a few days when you're watching this. And Venus retrograde's been there a while. And like I said, although the Venus comes out of retrograde on the 12th of April, we'll still be in the sort of fuckery, the shadow of it, until mid-May. So, you know, you could still see, you know, just things in the area of like how you feel about yourself, beautifying yourself, romance. And again, like I keep saying, I keep stressing the same thing. Venus retrograde is actually really brilliant for twin flames when you're wanting somebody to return from the past, to even just to like, you know, resolve or reevaluate or, you know, reflect all the re's, like, you know, or to get closure on something. But obviously for a lot of people as well, it's, you know, to go over everything, but then hopefully to move forward together, depending on different people's circumstances. But it is a time of huge endings, huge beginnings, and balancing of the energy. And because I'm filming this within mind of a Scorpio moon, this could be very Plutonian love that I'm going to channel, because I'm going to channel my own spread, my twin flame inner union spread, my twin flame therapy. So yeah, just keep this in mind. Also, tomorrow on the Wednesday, the 19th, Juno is going to go back into Scorpio. So again, I actually didn't realize that until I realized it about a week ago or something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because Juno is the planet of, like, you know, things to do with love and commitment and, you know, like love anyway. And so it's kind of like I love all the kind of asteroids and that. And it's basically Juno and Scorpio is very spicy. So, but it's going retrograde. So even more so, I would say for those of you with Juno and Scorpio, and if you don't know where your Juno is, I could do that in a session with you. Again, I've got my big psychic astrology empowerment, which has been what I've been like known for people that have followed me for the past 10 years. Kind of most people have had that. And they really lucked out because they would have got it before the price went up, because it is a massive session. It is life changing. I sit there with people for hours. I do that in everything that I do, but this is really like a big, huge activation, clearing energy. It's basically everything that I do all the time, but it's more, I find it more fun because it's like the astrology. But if you just want to know where your Juno is, I can absolutely tell you that in a session if you want me to just have a quick look. But it couldn't be all about the chart, because that's a whole different session. Just in case you're brand new, you know, you're better to book that. And that's a big investment. And then, you know, it's, you get out of the way, and then it means every session you do after me, it's going to make more sense because I've looked at your chart. But what else? Only if you're led to. And also they're pulling me at the word shark on my Hoover. And shark does remind me of that Scorpio energy within me, because it's able to get down to the root of a problem. I think that's everything. But yeah, basically Juno going retrograde does that unearths things about romance from the past too. Spicy stuff. So again, just be mindful, because all of this is brilliant for twin flames, provided you actually know that that is your twin flame. But it also does, it's going to be a weird mix of like people from the past coming back, like karmic people and exes. And I'm just aware that some of you might not have even realised yet, 1144, that these people are karmic. So it's kind of a bit of a fucker, isn't it? But again, I'm here to help you through that, but not until I get back to work on the 21st. I was going to say 21st of Aries, but it will be Aries season, the 21st of March. And that's only if I want to. But if there's stuff on the schedule, there's stuff on the schedule. But other than that, yeah, I'm having the week off to get my housework done and everything, which is funny because Virgo is about that, Virgo filming. So, Alchemist, once you understand the essence of everything is contained within everything, all things are possible. So, what I was going to say is like, I'm fucking loving my hair today. I put those like sleep rollers in again last night, and it's always hit or a miss, and it's always fucking like, or it's always fucking days when I'm not doing anything, and that's why I thought, fuck it. Do you know what? I'm filming like these today, because I was either going to film them, like I was going to film them on Tuesday, the day that you're watching this, but I thought no, I would rather actually just get them done today, use the filming energy to do that, and then I can actually have a proper week off, and that makes more sense. So, but yeah, I'm like, well, my hair's giving it big licks again, loving it. I'm just like, I bet I wouldn't do that if I had a night out or something, which I rarely ever go on, but I bet I wouldn't do that. Anyway, it's nice to look. It's nice for you to look nice whenever you want to look nice, no matter what day it is. That's the way I see it. So, Like I always said that to my best friend, but like I don't do my makeup any different for a night out than what I do for like a regular day. Maybe I would just put more like kind of black, or make it more yeah, I'd make it more smoky eye or something. But sometimes I do that on a normal day. But anyway, so this is to identify the divine feminine that's going to resonate with this, whether you're male or female. I need to try and remember, I don't want to make this too long because I want to film all the other ones. Well, yeah. I was going to say I have to. I don't have to, but it would just be fucking annoying if I don't. So, right. Tell me about the energy of the divine feminine. And the divine feminine can be male or female, but I just tend to bring it. I mean, that's the way they use me. Like I said, it's God and the guides speak through me. I just tend to channel it as if divine feminine's a woman, divine masculine's a man, because that is obviously the situation that I'm in. And it's just a situation, the twin flame. It's not even a situation ship, is it? It's a connection. It's a well, I don't know. Some of you are in an actual relationship, or you were in an actual relationship. You'll know better than me. But many people, it's a connection. So, but you can just change it for however, and same sex and all that. So we all know this. So I'm talking like there's new people. So, but there might be. Welcome if you're new. Divine feminine. Give us the energy of the divine feminine to identify the divine feminine. We have emotional tapestry. Your emotions are a delicate tapestry, weaves growth, awareness, and wisdom into your life. So, first of all, instantly, what I always kind of think with this card is you might be like a crystal healer or something, or you have an interest in crystals, like myself. Obviously, I don't need to explain that one with the name of the channel. And also, I've just realised that's really annoying me that I hadn't painted my nails, especially in a Virgo moon. This means something though, because it's not like I never do that, but when I do, it really annoys me, whether it's just my hands or you know, on camera. And see with me, as soon as I said just my hands, I'm definitely I'm getting back to doing the jazz hands, as I like to call it, videos only through my office, because it is a different energy, it's a different vibe. And I've noticed a lot of the ones from literally this time last year. If you want to, if you feel called to, if you feel like my channeling really resonates, you might want to go back and look at that, whether you're feminine or masculine, because some of them feel like they could be really connecting with some of you now. Again, I don't know for everyone's situation, but it's just my sense of what's coming up presently. It's just what I'm feeling, because I'll read so far ahead of time. And like I said, even go back 2 years ago and 3 years ago if they're there. Like again, I roughly started homing in on the twin flame journey. Um, 3 years ago in the February. So there'll be there. So yeah, so there will be something. But yeah, there is a correlation I can feel. But yeah, so anyway, you either love crystals or you could be a crystal healer. Let's get something else. Oh God. And vibrational shift. You're shifting from the polarized world of duality to freedom of heart unity. So I feel this is the masculine, feminine side is coming out of the lower world. And so I might use the shamanic cards because basically that came up in the videos that I've just finished the last few days, but obviously that'll be longer ago when you're watching this. It's kind of hard. It can be hard to get in focus when I'm doing that. Also, if I didn't say, I don't think I did, this is the very last days, Tuesday, Wednesday is the very last days of Pisces season. And side note, in case I don't remember to say it for tomorrow's video, happy birthday to Charlotte, because her birthday is on the Wednesday. So, and I think she's getting a nice wee holiday too. So good on her. She took my advice. If you haven't heard me saying that before, Charlotte's birthday being the last day of Pisces season, it was my advice to her last year when she really didn't enjoy her birthday, and a month later I didn't really enjoy my and both of it was both our 40th, and we both didn't really enjoy it, so it was a bit shit. So it was my advice that she celebrate, well, she's celebrating at her birthday, like, because she's away on a wee holiday, I think there. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just using the time to, get my house tidied and just for me to give back to me. Because Virgo is about balancing your, self on all levels. And like I was saying, I'm praying, I'm praying for your spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, financial health. If I mixed it all up, sometimes I do that, but usually what always happens when I'm praying, in a session or in the membership, whenever I forget one of them or say it in a different order, it usually always means something, because I've been saying that for like years, so kind of like to myself and for people, and you know what I mean. But basically, yeah, I really do feel this is a masculine shifting from being in a lower world, a stuck kind of stagnant energy, to like, wow, what is this? I feel amazing. So whether you're a male or a female, the female in the card, I mean, actually, that'd be quite a nice one. And but that's for the feminine too. But I really felt the masculine feminine side coming through stronger. So we'll not get any more. Kind of do. Wait a minute. I think they do want me to use these. So what if I'll end up pulling loads? What could you give us some more? I think there's a bit of there's a riddle being solved or has recently been solved in this connection because I just saw the riddle card. So for me, that's always like when someone was confused by something. Spell work, black magic, which is the same as manipulation, lies. Especially because my words went all funny there. So that's usually my sign that either somebody's finding it hard to get the words out, you know, that wants to communicate their feelings, or it's because somebody's actually fucked with your energy, because that's a thing too. So identify the feminine, please, just so that people can be like, oh yeah, this does feel like it's going to resonate. Well, I used to listen to it all, but the vision. So you see, so there's a lot of things there that obviously I can identify with. So I know that there might be something in this for me, even if it's just a wee bit of it. But it's, again, this is like, you know, and they did that is just, my guides always seem to do that. Oh shit. Again, yeah, of course it is. We know this. This happens every single month. It is going to, because it's a Scorpio moon, I'm going to relate to a lot of this because me and actually when I looked on this day, this is actually when mine and my twin flames big conjunction is, like in our chart. There's quite a few that I know of, but this is, yeah. So anyway, the vision. So again, I feel you could be like, you know, a seer, a psychic, a healer. You know, you could work with like owl medicine. You could, like, you know, the energy of like Athena is kind of springing to me as well. There's not a snake on there, but you might be very snake medicine as well. That's Scorpio energy. You might help people through challenges. There's a mountain in the background. Yeah, like I said, I feel this could really speak to a lot of Scorpio energy, very shamanic energy. What else? The father. So again, I feel this is like the father. I feel this is like, you know, God energy coming in, like, but also this could, you know, there could be a father, you could be a father, you know, your twin flame could be a father, or it could be about somebody's father, or all the other different variations. Right, now let's identify the masculine. The father. Well, fuck. So again, no, I really do feel it. I feel it's God bringing this together. Like, I felt that was my first hit, but take the other wee things. But I feel God is bringing this union together. Fuck, that's pretty heavy, isn't it? It's pretty beautiful though. Divine union, the flame. God is bringing this divine union, twin flame union together. Wow. After someone being in hermit mode. And that's a tower moment. And to me, that is one of the cards that looks like a portal. So again, I feel there is a portal of energy being, and again, I feel it's because this Pisces sun is conjunct the North Node and Neptune. So the North Node is your destiny. Neptune is like what rules Pisces, mystical, magical, dream. The astral time will be crazy. You know, if you're not already with a twin flame in union, which is a lot of us, it's, you know, you could really be, because there could be a lot of telepathy. This energy actually of Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, I would call it very sexual telepathy, because that's what Scorpio is. And then especially because of the Juno going into Scorpio as well. Well, that'll be tomorrow for the day I'm putting out. But yeah, this is, you know, can you see it's like a wolf's eyes, and then that looks like a portal. So I really do feel that this is like the Tower card in this deck. Like, this masculine is not letting anything stand in their way, or you're not letting anything stand in your way of you getting to this divine union, this flame. So fucking hell, this is pretty powerful. Right, let's now see what comes up for the masculine. They're just pulling me at those words too. Like, that genuinely is what came out. So it was, oh my God, absolutely. Thumbnail options are like relentless. Is that the right word? Relentless. That's going to matter in this somewhere. Something's relentless. Something doesn't stop. Yeah, this masculine is not going to stop. This is a good way. This masculine is not going to stop. Moving on, step with courage in a new phase of life. Look back only to see how far you've come. Just a minute. This is given. It's a bit like my hair. This, look, that happened in another one. This is given Phoenix rising. Okay, so you might not feel like it right now because the Scorpio will be the Scorpio moon will be halfway through. But like, it really just depends where it is in your chart. Again, because if it's in your 12th house or something, that could feel pretty rough. It's a little bit of my 12th house, but if it's those people that I know where it's all of your 12th house, this could feel really rough. But yeah, endings. So this masculine is not letting anything get in the way of getting to their feminine. They're putting boundaries up because look what they just put. Oh, I know what these cards are. Look. So to be transparent, these cards were sitting here on top of the deck, but look, they're setting boundaries with jealous people when it comes to their twin flame, or you are. You need to teach people how to treat you by being clear on what you will and won't allow. Somebody's getting people told. The jealousies from others may serve as obstacles to the success's connection, yet someone saw through people trying to keep them apart. This person is your mirror soul. This is why a connection feels so sacred to you. So we'll get to that deck and see if it's come out. Tell me something else about the masculine. Visionary. You have the capacity to envision what's possible. Right, look at my words going again. So this is, if you are this masculine, take this on board, because that's happening when I'm tapping into your energy, all the people that resonate with this, male or female. You're a visionary too. So we've got somebody that is a seer, and now we've got somebody else that's a seer. But I feel the masculine is only just really accepting and awakening to this, or you will, because I read past, present, future. Yeah, look, rainbow energy. So like I've said before, this is one of the frequencies that I carry, being a rainbow warrior, being a twin flame elder. You know, it's a rainbow light codes. The colours of the universe live within you, radiate the brilliance. I really do feel if you're this masculine, you're either seeing now or you will, you know, your own value. Venus retrograde is helping you do that, but what's helping you? Whilst you're seeing your own value, you're seeing the people that have contributed to you putting yourself down. But now that you're stepping away, now that you've either been away from people like that for a while, or no, I feel this is people that have been away from it for a while, or take note if you're still around people that are draining your energy and your finances, or like I've said before, if it's not your finances, it's your energy. So just pay attention. Sometimes it's all of it. But that's, I always say that because a lot of the time it won't be your actual money. And so, and think about how attached and addicted some people are to being a workaholic or money, that you could overlook that. And but it's your, you know, like I said, if you've not got your health, you've not got your wealth, which is why I'm taking the week off. And I'm even going to pay attention as I'm doing this. But right now they're giving me all the energy to do it. But because it's Virgo full moon today, it is about your health. So conditions are perfect for growth and expansion in business or situations you're passionate about. Yeah, wow, like this masculine collective, all the people that resonate with this, they are not letting anybody get in the way of this. They feel it's time for you to work together as well, for those of you it's going to be relevant with, but or it's just a situation they're passionate about if you're not going to work together. So wow, beautiful. And muse, and you've been a muse, a source of inspiration for this person. You're a source of inspiration. Become the muse of your own life and breathe imagination into your own soul. But also, look, this masculine's taken their mask off, or they've already done that, and they're ready, like, you know, to get on with what it is they want to do in the world too. But you've inspired them to do this. So yeah, what I was going to say is the words that came out last night were courage for the divine feminine, and courage for the masculine, and forgiveness for the divine feminine. And that was genuinely God's, it crossed my heart to die. That was the cards that came out. I was like, wow. Because that's definitely for this eclipse. So I'm just going to ask, can you give us another word for the divine feminines? And when I burp and clear, when I burp or hiccup, it's when I'm clearing energy. And because I'm channeling this for a Scorpio moon, because time is an illusion, I will do a lot more of that grace. Somebody have grace, divine feminine, because somebody needs yours when they come towards you. And that reminds me of the Lewis Capaldi song Grace. I would call him Liam Lewis, but I think I got it right the first time. But whatever. No, wait a minute. Now I'm down again. See what I mean? Now I actually can't even fucking tell you. No, it's Lewis, isn't it? Whatever. Spontaneity. Yeah, I think a masculine's feeling spontaneous. And yeah, I feel that masculine's going to spontaneously be coming forward. So again, what's new? That comes through all the time. But again, I feel it's a combination of this passionate desire energy, really. But let's see. So tell me what was going on in the past with the feminine, or it might come through as the masculine feminine side. We'll just see. Trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Wow. So in the past, the divine feminine, so I'm going to address you, whether you're male or female, you were guarding your heart. You weren't sure what this person's game was. You know, you weren't sure why they're being a bit funny with you. You know, I always say, like, this girl's got her back turned. It's kind of like, what are they hiding? There's stuff I don't know. And, you know, with Scorpio energy, there's always secrets. But this can resonate with anyone. I'm just saying it because it's a Scorpio moon. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. But I also feel like you've been hurt in the past. So I feel you've been hurt by your actual twin flame. But I feel, but again, if you're on the true twin flame journey, you both do hurt each other. But, you know, I think it can all be argued that the divine feminine really does go through a lot of shit because the masculine, when the masculine is running and not spiritually awake to the connection, what song's going off? How do I live? I do. How do I get through a night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? Right, I ain't no Leon rhyme, so that's all you're getting. But yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? So, interesting. I don't even know who that. I don't even know how that's on there. You know, when it's like I'm not like I wouldn't. No, it's not. I was going to say I didn't put that. It's so funny when my alarm goes off and it's songs that aren't even on my playlist. So that must really be meaningful. It's not like I don't like it, but I don't like overly like it or anything. How do I live without you? I want to know. That actually reminds me of a funny bit of a film. I can't remember what it is. How do I ever survive? How do I? Oh, how do I? Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers will flourish, right? The masculine. So basically, what I'm giving, I know I asked about the past, but I feel the past could be like yesterday, an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? And I feel in this case that's what I'm picking up on. But just pay attention to all the things that are being said because I'm just letting them talk through me. This masculine wants to nurture this connection, nurture your relationships like blooming flowers will flourish. But I also feel that this is about like how amazing is this? This is like a couple of days before the spring equinox. It's like as the flowers begin to blossom more, I feel that this relationship is blossoming along with the flowers. Like, isn't that beautiful? And especially that's quite amazing because like I am the flower medium. Again, it's yet another name I could have called myself, but yeah, flowers are quite a big, massive part of my mediumship in particular. I will just say that. But yeah, I really do feel this masculine wants to nurture this connection because they know that your heart is guarded. So, but I also do feel that the masculine's heart has been guarded, could still be. Um, and it's about, you know what I mean? So it's because it can resonate with both. So I kind of, right, I want to ask now presently. So what is so that was basically the South Node kind of repeating patterns that you've been stuck in, guarding your, oh, that's what they're trying to tell me. Let's get those blocking cards. What else is blocking what was keeping the feminine stuck in a repeating pattern of the South Node? Getting hurt. Yeah. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? All love comes with risk of losing it. Don't be afraid to floss, take a chance. So again, I feel it's like, you know, you guard your heart because I feel when you've taken a chance in the past toward your twin flame, you've got hurt. Like, you know, they've either rejected you by with words or actions or both, or they've actually just ignored you, ghosted you, because that's very common. So what was blocking the masculine in the past? Hard to hard to get. You're missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance. What fucking hell? Isn't it? Like I think we've got the other thumbnails. That is mind blowing, isn't it? Because it's like what that feels like is it's what I say all the time, but it's so that it's really it's again it is to help you, whether you realize it or not. The men out there, if you're listening, it's because a lot of men are they're acting like the female. Like, sorry to say that, but it's true. It's like, you know, you're playing hard to get and you're wanting the woman to chase you. Again, change it for the gender, you know what I mean? It's like men are meant to be the pursuer, they're meant to be the hunter. And definitely in a twin flame connection, when the energy is how it's meant to be, the feminine's meant to feel safe and protected and loved, to be able to be the nurturer, to be able to protect the masculine in the spiritual energy. And, you know, when you're actually together, it would be building the home and protecting the family and bringing up the kids and everything. And the masculine, you know, keeping you all safe. So it should be kind of the same with before that too, like dating and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I get what they're saying. It's like that was a block in the past, that you've got a whole masculine group that are, yeah, like playing hard to get, and like not giving people a chance. But you see, it's because the masculine and feminine side would be the same block. They're afraid of getting hurt and guarding their heart. I love these cards because it just totally nails what's coming through. Right, so it's going to be intense for a Scorpio moon. 33 minutes. I just looked at it. It won't be at your end, but it's 33 minutes as I'm recording. Come to Jesus moment. This masculine could, like I said, some of these masculines could be really having a very rough time in the Scorpio moon. I'm feeling, because Scorpio moon can be rough for everyone whenever, but unless you've really moved through a lot of your stuff, and you could, yeah, it's just a good time to be still and get in touch with your deeper feelings. But usually there's always something to get in touch with. And like I always say to twin flames, if you're actually with a twin flame, enjoy that spicy energy. These cards just fell all over the fucking floor. I saw baggage as I was picking them up. Right, let's see. Tell me where the feminine's at presently then. Romance. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. I'm just pausing for all the. So there's some kind of romantic surprise on the horizon. So be open to, again, open your heart. But remember, that was the past block. So hopefully you're through that block. And if you're not, book a session and I can help you through it, because I've got a shitload of Scorpio energy to help people through that. The masculine and presently. Doorway, an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. I love how it makes sense. And also, because we're in the eclipse season, we're in the eclipse hallway actually when you're watching this, because the full moon in Virgo eclipse is the day I'm filming it, right? And then the next eclipse is the new moon in Aries on the 29th. So it's a wee while away from now, and then we'll have the other eclipses as well after that. So it's kind of like, the door that's opening is the door to the twin flame, and the masculine is like running right through it basically when it comes to manifest, because these can manifest whenever. But like I said, a lot of these are actually manifesting now, but confusingly, some of these could resonate for some of you. And again, please let me know if it's you. I will keep it anonymous. But you could find that one's from a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and from other people's channels. Like, I mean, they're guiding me to say, like, this happens all the time. But, like, I'm not just one of these people that says this and I'm talking shit. Like, I'm trying to be honest, because sometimes I hear people say that, and I'm like, come on, what, you watch nobody ever? Like, yeah, I'm just all done. It's like being at school and someone's like, yes, I've just done all my homework and I don't need to study anymore. So I don't need to watch any more twin flame videos ever. I'm just 100% confident in it. Yeah, I just don't feel the need to. No, like, get fucking real. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe anybody when they say that. I can feel into how much of it is true, is what I'm saying. Right? I think somebody's exaggerated anyway, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, I do still watch people on here, right? Things about the twin flame journey and things that are just general tarot and stuff. But the people that I'm led to, because I'm a twin flame healer and a true twin flame, it does always mean that they end up talking about twin flames, to be honest. Like, there's one woman I'm loving watching just now, and she's not a twin flame channel at all, but she definitely keeps picking up on twin flame. And it was like, I fell asleep and then I woke up and it was like one from like 3 months ago, but it was completely making sense to me now. So this is what I mean. That's how I work. That's how anyone works. Like I say all the time, I don't care if somebody's like, oh, this is for the week of this, or this is for this sign or that sign. It's like, the message can be for anyone, anywhere. Definitely with the way that I channel. I can't speak for anyone else, but what I can say as a professional in this area, we're all reading timelines and Akashic records. So it's like, if somebody gets it right bang on for the day, it's really just the luck of the draw, or it was divine timing in the person's life, or it manifested. It's, you know what I mean? So anyway, I do feel dressing up, an opportunity to dress up and party, fun times ahead. So clearly, whatever I'm picking up on here, there's a surprise coming. Somebody's wanting to, treat you right and take you out and whatever. But there's fun times coming. So this is all very positive energy. There's secrets, yeah. Now, this is normally quite a shady card. And like I did say, Scorpio is secrets. But I feel in this case, I feel there is secrets that there is hidden things that you're both going to need to talk about. But I feel there's some kind of secret coming, like something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. But again, and like that could resonate for some of you with some shitty stuff. But it's like I'm more getting a feeling of what I'm picking up on is Yeah, something's about to happen here, some kind of surprise, right? So what have we got here? Um, what's what else is the feminine to focus on presently? Healing. Revitalize your heart. So again, I feel you like what I said. Oh God, and I just itchy nose, love and spirit. Like I just said it there, that nobody is ever 100% healed. Even the people out here helping people on the twin flame journey. In fact, fucking sake, from what I see out there, there's some people that are actually doing this and they really need to do the fucking healing. But anyway, moving on. But again, some of those people are like they're actually there's some that are strategically placed by the enemy to put you off. And so that's what I actually just posted on the community tab, which will be a few days ago from when you watch this. But last night it was fucking insane. Like they keep showing me some, and it's just the thumbnails, right? But they keep showing me thumbnails of like some channels that are having like crazy growth, and it's like mixed in with like some ones that are like really exciting and like oh something good about a twin flame, the ones that are like I can't remember the exact title, but it's something along the lines of like this person's taking too long and they're sending you a soulmate or something. You know what I mean? And I think, God, if you're a masculine and you're trying to heal and you're seeing shit like that, or like there was a really horrendous one, but I can't sort of say it because then it gives away again. I keep it anonymous, but it's like there was quite a horrendous one I saw last night. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, man, that like basically would totally sabotage and put off a masculine from going towards a feminine. So you got to see through this shit. And that's what I mean. Like sometimes people think they're tapping into good energies and they're tapping into like interference. It's fucking weird. Anyway, you've got to, yeah, spiritual hygiene and you discern what's real. Because in this energy of the last days of Pisces, there will be a lot of confusion, illusion. Like I said before, you've got to see through it. There's a lot of stuff going about just now, but it's like, I don't care how people masquerade whatever they're saying. My job is to crystal clearly see, and I can crystal clearly see there's a lot of messages going out there to people on the twin flame journey that is about yeah like basically abandoning your twin flame. That's the best way to put it. Some are more shady than others, some are more covert, more hidden, and more kind of like fluffed up to be a positive thing with different words. Use your discernment. But yeah, you're never fully healed without you're never fully dressed without a smile. Actually, that's what I heard. But you're focused on your healing divine feminine, whatever that is. And but I feel what they're saying as well is that if you are in quite a good place and this is like this person's about to pop up, you should find that actually you might be the kind of person that you're not watching any videos ever, right? Be honest with yourself. I'm just putting out there. I'm brutally honest, so I'm going to say I know I watch nowhere near as many YouTube videos as what I used to. Because remember, even a while ago, like I've always been really honest that like I can get addicted, right? So now I've not felt like I've been addicted for quite a while. But even then, sometimes you can have a bit of a skewed vision. So that's going to come into this too. But I'll have time off and but it's more like I said, I get bored. Like I'll watch 2 minutes and I get bored and like sometimes it's even like really exciting and I'm like, yeah, I do think this is me, but I know better. This might not happen for fucking ages, so I don't really want to hear it right now. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like that I don't feel it resonates. It's just that I know that sometimes these things can take years to manifest. So you're better just being present. Basically, what I'm saying to you is, and that's not going to do my channel views any good, is it? But I get sabotaged royally fucking all the time anyway. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you are a divine feminine and you actually feel like you don't want to be watching anybody's YouTube videos just now, or like for a few days or having a week break, whatever you want to do, like I like to have a whole 48 hours off sometimes, do that. If you can do it, because that actually could be what brings about, some action, some manifestation in the physical, because you weren't focused on that. You know what I mean? Especially if you're watching loads of twin flame videos. So, like I said, definitely that would be my advice on it. But at the same time, do I think, oh, because you're watching a wee tarot reading on twin flames, they're never going to come? No, because I'm a twin flame healer, of many modalities, and I work with twin flames all the time. And I've known that some people to have actually been watching twin flame video when their twin flame gets in touch. And also, I'm one of the twin flame healers where it's so not uncommon. Like if I had the comments on right now, people back me up. Well, they might not because it's privacy, but basically you might have seen that on live streams before, or people saying that it's not uncommon. Definitely when I've done group healing Zooms where someone's twin flame actually came to the door and they hadn't spoke to them in months. And I've had twin flames, but anyone, like, miracles where people get in touch, basically. They call, they come to the door. Now, obviously, that's not going to be for everyone because twin flames can be in separation for years. But these things have happened, is what I'm saying. So it's just balance, If you know that you're overdoing it and you're a bit obsessed and you're watching 50 million ones and it's not making you feel any good, go and turn it off and go and do something else. Put the music on. That's what I do. I'll put an audiobook on, or I'll put Spotify on. I know why they're making me home in on this. It's because Scorpio, I've got Pluto in Scorpio 0 degrees. So basically Scorpio is about obsession and addiction. So it's like, you got to watch, you could just, overdo it. And, too much of anything is not good for you. That makes me want to sing Spice Girls. Too much of something. Right, okay. Where is the masculine at? The feminine's focused on healing. And like I've just said, well, same through me, that might be that you're getting some kind of comfort and nurturing from watching something like mine or any other amazing men and women that help on the twin flame journey. Just again, be discerning. Pisces, but be discerning all the time. And just also be discerning, because it might not be the twin flame healer for you. Like, maybe it's just not your wave. Or like I said, maybe they're just not even a real twin flame. That is the case too. You've really got to, but even people that are real ones, it just might not be something you're meant to be. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what's coming through. So masculine, and also that's the masculine focused on their healing. See, Bill, the path you take is up to you. I always find this quite interesting, right? Because that does come out for the masculine quite a lot, but that did come out for the feminine the other day, and it was like the feminine doesn't need to take the masculine's word for it, or even need to hear them out if they don't want to, if you don't want to. But like I said, let's get real, you're going to want to, especially those of you that are watching like loads of twin flame stuff. Like, I've just called out the fucking truth, because again, I want to go the other way, because all I hear is people be like, oh yeah, I don't watch any videos anymore, I don't need to. And it's like, what a load of fucking bullshit. And again, it doesn't mean I don't like the person, it's just I'm always like, that's not telling the truth, because I'm a truth detector, bullshit detector. Anyway, so like, how would it help me to lie about it, basically? Do you know what I mean? Like, I go the other way. I'm like, no, I've been fucking addicted. Like, fucking, you know what I mean? People back me up on that. Like, that's why when I go to my best pals for the whole day, I actually stay off my YouTube the whole fucking day. And it's really lovely, like, because I'll definitely watch something, go in there on the train, 90 minutes, and then I watch something on the way back. But I actually didn't this time, because I actually spoke to a lovely woman on the train for the whole way. Do you know what I mean? So it's things happened in my life to distract me. So I'm just sharing this. Because again, if you've got a heavy Scorpio, I bet you've got a problem like that. You could get really hooked on watching all these videos, and it might not be the right thing to be doing, it might be too much. Like, take a break, like actually go and do something, and actually, if it's a masculine, like, take action. Do you know what I mean? If you're in a healed place, like, stop watching all these videos, especially if it's going to confuse you. Oh, I think that's all the Pisces. The path you take is up to you. So you've got the free will choice to go which way you want. You can stay with the karmic romantic people. You can, however serious or not serious, or, you can stay footloose and fancy free. You can stay in an unhappy relationship. You can stay in a, because let's face it, some people have been like, yeah, this is okay, like, I'm comfortable. This is what everyone wants me to do and expects me to do, but I actually feel I would be happier with my twin flame person I really want to be with. So that's definitely, I just tuned in, so we'll see the word cards. That'll be with someone else, but it's it's your own free will. But like I always say, it's like what I just said about the feminine. The masculine, when the masculine's awake, the masculine longs for the feminine. Oh my god, Scorpio guys, I don't know what my hands were doing, but yeah, you both long for each other. It's quite funny. What else about the masculine? Commitment. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did say that at the start. Wait a minute. So again, I really do feel this masculine's got the free will to be footloose and fancy free, or stay where they are, depending on who's this is resonating with, or they could choose to commit to the path with you. Now, again, because commitment's a big scary word to a lot of people, especially divine masculines, but it's just about, I actually want to give this a go. I want to get to know this person on a deeper level, because I ran away before. Letting go is sometimes necessary, but I feel that's letting go of obsessively Yeah, I just feel there's some people that are obsessively watching stuff. That's what I'm feeling. Because they keep getting me to say it. Right, so karmic lessons that are, did I not just do that bit? What I'm just going to say shadow work. What's some shadow work karmic lessons? I'll mix it up for the feminine. Archangel Raguel, Justice Harmony Solutions. You've been through a lot. I feel you've been hit with massive spiritual warfare. This reminds me of the post that I put up where I said, again, look, there might be, I post quite a lot and it just seems like nobody fucking reads this shit, but at least some of you do. Like, thanks if you do like it. But um, sometimes, occasionally, some of them will get more likes, but a lot of the time they don't. But anyway, it's probably because they get hid from you too, but fuck knows. But I feel there's karmic justice coming about. I feel because I'm filming this for the Scorpio moon, I feel a lot of people are going to resonate with this. You are Plutonian twin flames. I feel you get hit with a lot of spiritual warfare, a lot of dark stuff. And like I said, I say all the time, if people think the messages that I channel are dark, you really ought to put, I don't know, spiritual warfare, like go and look at some of these other channels. It's like actually terrifying. Like that's what I've had to like discern over the years, right? Because again, because I help people with such dark stuff. I mean, I untangle like fucking mind control from people because that happens to everyone. But I'm talking about dark shit too. But you know what I mean? It really just like I have done that many times. Like where people needed it, they needed untangled from like mind control, like serious, like fucked up shit. So it's kind of like, but that is all of us on some level. Like definitely with what happened. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I might be wrong. I'm gonna have to pause this, but I'm sure this is the anniversary of the lockdown. Right, I wasn't really wrong because when I'm looking at the timeline, it's saying 16th, the PM says now's the time for everyone to stop non-essential contact and travel. Fuck off. And 19th, but again, the 19th, which is for tomorrow, the day I'm filming. I mean, I remember I'm filming this actually on the 14th, but the 19th is Charlotte's birthday, which is the last day of Pisces season, which is a beautiful, unconditional love, kind energy. But the shadow side of that is they were lying to us anyway. Um, yeah, so basically, that's why I'm picking up on this because that's mind control. But I've been untangling from people since that's been going on. We're in the 5th year now. You can bloody believe it. Crazy. Anyway, so karmic justice is coming for stuff like that. So if you were like me and you were a truth warrior and you've you know, been telling the truth and trying to help people and had people slowly pull away from you, or you've had to cut people off because you're like, nah, I can, I can think of situations where it's like I could sense people were going to throw me aside anyway, you know what I mean? Or they were starting to turn, yeah, they were starting to like, not really be very loyal and stuff because of all that mind control. So it was like, I have to cut this off. Do you know what I mean? But actually, but tower moments did happen in my life where it's like, nah, I'm not. Like I've said before, like again, I don't even like bringing that stuff up because it's like whatever it is, literally is ages ago now. But it does matter, you know what I mean? That it's like sometimes you can feel this person's about to do you wrong, or sometimes you're like, nah, that was wrong, and I'm not putting up with this. Or you just know, I mean, it was a bit of a mixture. I feel this is just going to keep getting worse. So I feel that'll maybe you've got to discern because it's happening now, or you resonate with that for your past. But there's karmic justice for things that have been wrong in the past. And it could be, like I said, on a more macro level, like you were speaking the truth and hardly anyone believed you. Which can be lonely, Like I am strong enough to stand on my own, but why the fuck should I have to when I was trying to help people? You know what I mean? Right, anyway. By masculine, shadow work. That's as deep as this. Let's see. Notice where it's coming up. Remember, Scorpio is the dark stuff and the secrets. Phase entanglement, 33, come to Jesus moment. Masculines in this collective are having a come to Jesus moment, or they've already had it, or they're having it right now, or you will, past, present, future, about the gossips around you, emotional influence, people that were telling you things, like basically, and it's shit, isn't it? Because it's like we've all been this person at some point. Like you might think that I haven't, but I have been that person at one point where I just would have thought that I could trust this person, like, oh, this person's a friend, you know, they would never do me dirty, they'd never do me wrong. I look out for them, they look out for me, or they'd give me a heads up if I needed to know about something. Not always, you know what I mean? And that's why you have to be discerning. You have to be very discerning. And again, because I'm filming these for the last days of Pisces season, there's a lot of gossip, slander, lies, you know, things coming up from the past that are coming up to be looked at, especially because it's Pisces, Sun, Scorpio, Moon for the day I'm filming this. Things could be getting unearthed, like things from the past. But I feel that stuff you need to look at, masculine. Who around you is telling the truth, and who has put spanners in the works? Because it's, again, this comes up all the time, but it's going to come up in a Scorpio Moon. I feel there's something else for the masculine there, but this can be the feminine's masculine side too, like who gets in your head about stuff like that too. But again, if you're anything like me, that's fucking nobody. So in the past more so, but not now. I realised a few things about myself where I was quite vulnerable, and for quite something. That's what I meant about. It's hard to really pinpoint how long I've been in inner union, but I would say about 2.5, maybe even going on 3 years, but definitely roughly about 2.5 years. I've been in a solid inner union where it's like that boundaries went right up, and but definitely I'd say about 3 years. But even before that, I was still very protective of myself, but I would have been more naive and more trusting. Whereas I still keep, basically, it's hard to describe, I still keep my heart open, but like I wouldn't fall for some of the things that I fell for before. I was being too Neptunian, like, oh, this person's amazing, they wouldn't do that. So that, see what I mean? They're telling you something here, but this is on the masculine side. Spot who takes advantage of your sensitive nature, because like I said, I'm a badass Scorpio Moon. Like again, I've got all the Scorpios, so the Scorpio Moon, like I'm a badass, but I'm also very sensitive. Like I'm a bit of a walking enigma. I'm a true divine feminine. Like I'm soft and strong. I've got a very sensitive, beautiful nature, but don't piss me off or do me wrong, because I'll be like, see you later. Tapping the forces within, sensitivity and strength, but that's how the masculine's embodying a bit of that, and good, because you need to, male and female. Balance, yeah, you're gaining that inner balance. I'm very proud of you, all of you that resonate with this. Centered energy, self-care. You're like, no, I'm not putting up with that, because remember, this is the feminine's masculine side. The feminine's masculine side is your boundaries. So you're like, no, I'm not putting up with that. So guess what the masculine's doing now? No, I'm not putting up with that. And you're realizing you don't need to put up with that from people around you. It doesn't matter who they are in your life, family, best friend, clients, colleagues, you know what I mean? Like I could go on and on and on. Right, love it. So, what would help with inner union right now? What would help with inner union right now for the feminine? Open yourself to others. Look what I just said. Open heart. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. I feel specifically this is about, it's safe to open yourself up to your twin flame when they come forward. So obviously that's not everyone, but you've been manifesting this relationship. Everything you want will soon be yours. I mean, wow, amazing wording. So keep your heart open. You've been manifesting this. Don't push it away when it comes in, because you've got like subconscious fears that arise. You know what I mean? Basically, what it means is we've all got fear, but talk about it. Talk about it together, and you're actually going to be mind blown by how you've got the very similar fears. And if somebody's worked on it a little bit more than the other, which is inevitable with twin flames, guess what? You can help the other person through it. That's not codependent. That is supporting the other person through it. You know what I mean? But notice when it is codependent, you've got to know it. Like, but again, if you've been in a huge separation and you've done healing apart, then it's not that. I had to explain that to a client recently, so I feel that's why that's coming up. I think people can get a bit confused. You know, you are going to need each other sometimes. And this is such a Scorpio Moon rant, but it's coming through really strong. We're all going to have times when we feel like shit, when people die in our life, when we break up with friends that we thought were a real friend, when family let us down. You know, I could go on and on and on, when we have job loss, you know, when, you know what I mean? I could go on and on and on here. Someone's going to be stronger than another. You know what I mean? You're going to need to support and balance each other together, if you choose to go that way, when in reunion and union. So, right. Masculine, what does the masculine need for inner balance, inner union? Gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. again, I really do feel I'm talking to people that it's like it feels like this is weaving in and out of twins that are in separation, preparing to reunite. Because that said, you're about to be surprised. And this feels like a masculine collective, like they're so grateful for you, and they've either let you know already or they're gonna. Stay with me, cause you're all I need. Darling, stay with me. So if that song means anything to you, Sam Smith. But isn't that the one about stand? Oh my god, that's about codependency. See what I mean? They're working with me. They always do that with songs. But it's like, you know, it's like you want it but you don't. So again, I think they're talking about that fears you're going to need to talk about, right? So masculine, one more for inner union, because this has been an hour. But it's, yeah, make the effort. This love is worth taking risks. You're called to move forward, right? I'm sorry. It's worth being a bit longer because they couldn't make it any crystal clearer. Because again, that's what I'm used here to do. And you'll notice they were really using me to throw fucking light on some of the shade too. But again, I just go with what they're guiding me to do because I do. The thing is, I quietly observe it out there, and I quietly observed it actually watching videos for years. And now I'm just like, you know, now the videos are the people I watch, it's people I actually enjoy watching. I like the personality and it's helpful. And like I said, and other times it's like thumbnails and stuff I'm seeing, and I can feel the energy of it. And it's but yeah, like this love is worth making the effort, but there's a lot of people trying to stop you. So can't make that any clearer. It'll come through for who's meant to get the memo. Um, right. Um, right. Oh, this one was good. Right. So this is what you need a soul retrieval for. So this is just random ones that are going to make sense to whoever needs it. Someone needs a soul retrieval for. I'm going to do it for free. Burned out. You're burned out. You feel emotionally burned out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. And that could just be a general message someone needs. But by the way, that's what's kind of amazing because that's like what I just said about the end of Pisces season and why I'd said for Charlotte that she might want to, if she was going to have a party or something, like celebrate it in Aries season a couple of days later or even like a day later. Um, or and it's not just because it's Pisces season, it's because it's a change of season, you see, and it's a week that most people don't really enjoy. And a lot of people wouldn't realise why they're having such a shitty week, but that's why I try to warn people in advance, and that's why I've taken fucking time off for myself. But yeah, you're burned out, so you probably need to book a session to get a general energy clearing. That feels like somebody that's maybe never had a session with me before. Because these are meant to be designed to like, what do you need a soul retrieval? What do you need a soul retrieval from me? Do you know what I mean? But again, there's nothing stopping you to go and get something from someone else, or you know what I mean? It's just whatever, you're on my radar. But and it's because everything I do is soul retrieval. So one more, well, two more actually. Fear of cheating, fucking hell, there's that one again. Look at all them. This is a big one with the divine feminines especially, but I'd say it's the masculine too. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. Well, open your heart's come up a lot, isn't it? On the feminine side, it feels like the most, but it's you're merged. You're merged. What can I say? If you're true twin flames, it should resonate for both on some level. And that's what will be really interesting for me when I get more of the couples sessions and couples therapy, where like the difference couples therapy would be when we're doing like a lot, you know, back to back. Whereas couples session would be like a one-off sort of thing. But what's going to be interesting is like how I would be able to help you both see where you've got the same fear or the same blocks, or you know what I mean, where you need to work together. One more, and I'm going to love these using. There's that again, the same fucking. How amazing is that? All those cards, and it's the same one that came up at the start, isn't it? You're missing opportunities by playing too hard to get. Give someone a chance, right? So I feel this is a lot of the men out there need to book a session for that. Like I feel I need to clear you like attachment. I've already been doing this for a few years now, you know, like keeping it anonymous, but guys of all ages that come forward. I wouldn't always, if you, and they don't like that I do that. That's why they attack me, the energies, the darker energies. Um, I don't always tell people what I'm clearing from them, whether you're a man or a woman, right? All I know is you're twin flames, you're booking with me. But let me tell you, I'm clearing dark stuff and things in the past. You'll have a clue if you've told me. And something, it just depends. I don't always need to tell people what I'm removing from people, but a lot you need to have the implants removed. That have been basically making you act that way. So from a young person, it's a bit. It just depends what age you are out there. Right. So a message from the masculine. spark. My love for you is written in the stars, and remember all this destined Pisces energy right now. We have the spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us, and that's why they're jealous. Again, not I must stress, there will be a few people dotted about on either side, you would hope, but with some people, maybe not, that would be happy for the union. But also, it's like what comes through in that Mary Magdalene and Jesus deck. So I feel Mary Magdalene and Jesus are really coming in to protect this union as well, of all the people that resonate with this. That Mary Magdalene and Jesus created so much jealousies amongst the apostles, I think it said. So you've got to protect it. You're the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me up from within. Look at the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We're destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. Yes, I think there is something else there coming through about just take your time. You'll both be exhausted. You've went through a lot. Whenever this comes about, just remember this advice because it can manifest whenever the masculine wants to say. Makes sense of what I just said because it's not me. Step by step, I'm becoming the person you deserve. The masculines are doing it for themselves and they're using you as a muse. That came through. I wish I could turn back time and start over you. Yeah, so this masculine collective are saying, like, there's a lot of things I wish I hadn't put you through. I wish I'd realised sooner. But I can't turn back the time. All I can do is make the effort now and for myself and for you. I ran away from you because I got overwhelmed. So it'll make all different types of sense for whoever, or it's not yours, but thank you for watching either way, whether it made sense or not, because you always get the energy clearing because I always put the healing in it. So feminine, we are a power couple and I'm proud to be yours. Yeah, cheesy, but it does feel like it fits with this, doesn't it? Like you've went through a lot of attacks. So much time has passed. My love grows stronger for you every day. Please don't worry, baby. Oh, it's a spicy one for a Scorpio moon. Please don't worry, baby. Everything's working out. Take your time to heal. And people do usually need that in a Scorpio moon. The happiest times of my life are my memories with you. So basically, whatever's been done for all the people that resonate with this to stop you feeling that way about each other, it seems to have went the other way. And the love's just grown stronger. The desire's just grown stronger. Every time something important, good or bad, happens in my life, I want you first. What's next? Yeah, what's next? I think that's part of it. So what do we need to know about here? Oh, that's why that happened. That's amazing. Look at this, right? That is a different deck. And the Mary Magdalene. That's because I just said that. Mary Magdalene, love only ever expands. And that is literally what I just said. So you see, that's what they're showing you there is, right? I am observers, channeling Mary Magdalene codes every single day. For those of you that have the eye to see, the third eye to see, right? But I don't feel the need to say it in every single video, right? Just as like I don't tell you that I work with Archangel Michael or Saint Germain in every single video, or you know what I mean. And again, it's some other people might do that, and that's their thing. But I'm just sort of saying it for me that I don't do it because not only would it probably annoy you, it would annoy me too. But I mention it when they get me to. But that clearly happened because it's like just to remind people of that I'm very much part of the sisterhood of the rose. Like right down to the fact that how amazing is this? The woman that I was talking to on the train, like I hadn't even been speaking to her for very long, and I mentioned Mary Magdalene, the sisterhood of the rose, and she basically was like, yeah, smiling, nodding, and totally got it because she's part of that too. So this is what I mean. It's like, and she could actually be watching this. It really just depends. I mean, I don't know. I doubt. I mean, I don't know. I said the name of the channel, but I really don't. But yeah, hello if that's you. But you know what I mean. But yeah, this is just Mary Magdalene coming in very strong there. And just to reiterate, because again, that makes me cringe. I am one of the many divine feminines that connect with Mary Magdalene energy. Because I saw a really it's hilarious. I saw a really funny shorts the other day, and it's like, and this is what I've said for years. It's like, why is it when somebody's talking about a past life, why were they always like a famous queen or a famous king or like a famous saint? Do you know what I mean? It's never like, oh, I was a fucking tramp on the street. Do you know what I mean? I was the old fucking I was the town nuisance fucking like, robbing people and that. It's always like something grand. Because the thing is, it's like, I've had different past, like I've had a past life where it's like I really connect with. Well, one where I do get serious about is I don't mention that. This is the thing, I don't even mention this very often. I have mentioned it now and again to Julian of Norwich because it just makes so much sense. Like she was actually like locked up in like a cellar or something, healing people through the bars, and like you know what I mean, channeling divine love revelations. I mean, if you can't fucking see that one, I don't know. Especially because I did used to live somewhere like that, where like didn't have any fucking light and everything, and now it's like, thank God, this is like really like a really bright flat and everything. But again, it's because I went through my bad karma. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, there's good karma coming in. But yeah, there's some, but yeah, so there's just basically something about, but you know what I mean. But equally, I have had past lives as I genuinely have as like an Egyptian queen. Like other people have saw it in me, and I've felt it too. You know, especially as I'm touching the ankh. But it's quite funny because it usually is. It's like people aren't telling you about their shitty past lives, and because I mean, I do past life regressions with people, and sometimes like I find it interesting no matter what it was. But I'm thinking of one person's one. It was quite, there was like several lives he picked up on, but one of them was really short and it was quite boring. But like the impact it was having on this person's life was fucking huge. Now I'm saying that if that's you and you remember that to be you, I think I'm going to get that person to write a review about that because that's true. It was really short what I needed to do for her and what I got her to do for herself, but it was having a massive impact on her life. So laugh at your demons. That's what we're doing going forward. Laugh at the demons that have tried to stop all these beautiful unions coming together. Like I always say, if people are going in really hard to keep this apart, think how amazing it's going to be when you actually get it together. Correct your mistakes. That's what this masculine's coming in to do. Forgive and forget. Bust out your cocoon. These people don't want you to do that. It's time to do it. Strengthen your gifts. Yeah, your gifts are strengthening. I actually put a message out that I put a shorts out like that today, so I'll pin it below. Reach for the stars and be of service. Yeah, reach for the stars and be of service. Again, I really do feel Mary Magdalene and Jesus guides the people that are going to resonate with this very strongly. And again, like I said, that's my, you know, some of my main guides, along with Saint Germain, Lady Portia, and Isis. And look how I said Isis, they always do that because it's they're spontaneously doing it for me. Isis and Osiris. These are my biggies. Doesn't mean I won't connect with even other ones beyond that, but these are the ones that are my strongest. Right. There's a detox your friends in this, but if it doesn't come out, that's came out in all the other ones. I just looked at 111, new beginnings, alignment. It might not be at your side. I don't think it will be. What else do we need to know? What's a new earth message? Let go of guilt. So I feel this is for the masculine, you know, let go of the guilt of the past. There's apologies that need to be made quite clearly with what's come through here. But like I said, it'll be apologies both ways. But it feels very strongly on the masculine side that this masculine feels guilty. They couldn't see through these saboteurs before, but they do now. Again, this feels like it's going to connect back to so many videos, too many to link from all the videos I've done over the past few years. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others, and also it makes people jealous. Like what I said about Jesus and Mary Magdalene. I said that weird, but you know what I mean? Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Wow. Wow. And again, Jesus is about forgiveness. Block out distractions, block out the haters. I mean, this is just nuts, isn't it? Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics. Look, what I was saying about some people are watching videos too much. That's nuts. Avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. Masculine especially, you need to be blocking out the haters. If you were on the path to going towards your feminine and, oh, do you want to go out this weekend? Or, oh, can you come and help me fix this? Or, oh, damsel in distress. Anyway, it's notice what's happening. It reminds me of the scene in which I'll like, not coincidence, always say that's my favourite. The Adjustment Bureau, when he is trying to get to Elise, and like, you know, there's a car crash and there's this, and it's basically, it is the dark forces trying to keep them apart. So, which is why I always said it's if you were to ask me what film reminded me of me, my Twinflame, it's that one. There'd be other ones too, but definitely that. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them. That's already came through though. The responsibility to block them, that might literally be blocking people. It really depends. Again, if people are being abusive or not like respecting your wishes. Oh, actually, I think they want me to use this deck. Right. What else does Marshall want to say? Can't believe we never didn't use the Hot Man deck in a Scorpio moon. I'm healing. I hate the silence between us as much as you do, but it's where I do my deepest healing. That card very apt for this being a Scorpio moon, but remember this can resonate whenever. So yeah, if somebody is, you know, in that place of you of absolute silence, it's not because well, again, depends on the timeline. Some of them, yeah, are in karmic situations and they're not awake and they're like, what the fuck, and they don't get it and everything. But some of them are in karmic situations and they do get it. But in some of you or some of the masculines, they're just healing. You know what I mean? So who knows what's going to resonate for whoever. But I would say going along with the rest, it just makes sense of what it says. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. That one's not going to be for everyone because I always think like that. You know, who would want that? That's something that scares me about going outside. But anyway, maybe some of you are different. You matter. Our friendship matters. Oh, this is so beautiful because this is what's come through. You matter. Our friendship matters to me, and I hope we can work on bringing that back stronger and better than it was before. Oh, again, you know, I think it's because I stopped telling these wee stories, but they're getting me to say it. It does remind me of once on a night out. Basically, I saw my twin in a club. This happened loads of times, and this is how linked we are, right? Like and again, remember, because this is like so long ago, this is like, you know, I mean, at no point, I was definitely not like, you know, saying, oh, we're twin flames or anything like that. I've still never, you know, to this, you know what I mean? Apart from on here, I'm not fucking saying that. I mean, I don't need to because I'm doing it on here, but it's kind of just known. But it's kind of basically like when he did come back to mine later that night, he basically had not had a go, but it was kind of like he basically he saw me mouthing to my best friend, oh no, such and such is here, right? And he's like, do you know what I mean? So, but basically, I wasn't like, oh no, like in a bit, it was kind of like, oh no, because it's like shit, I really fancy him, and this is awkward because what if like I'm going to see him with someone or blah, blah, blah. And it was all, but as it happened, we ended up like, you know, seeing each other later on that night. But it's just sort of pointing out that it's like you and your twin flame, feminine to each other, you're very perceptive of things, you know what I mean? Especially if you've got a lot of Scorpio, which me and mine have. So, and that was happening right from the start, from when, you know, we've seen each other. It's like, we just notice these things like that. But it's just because that card says, I keep hoping to bump into you. I was the opposite. I would always feel when it was going to happen, but actually it would bring up a lot of fucking stress and worry and fear and everything. That's came through the whole fucking thing as well. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. So really sad, but again, it's Pisces sun today. If you're watching it the day I'm intending it for, it's Scorpio moon. That's secrets, manipulation, lies, spell work, all of it. It's, you know, it's all, this is good for bringing that out in the open. We're meant to be together and I'll wait for as long as it takes for a shot with you. That somebody's got to the bottom of all that bullshit. And I feel like I want to end it on one of these. What is the future, the new earth energy, the future of the unions that resonate with this? Because speak for ages. Maybe you're going to speak for ages. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Believe in the impossible. But also that, I don't know. I actually don't. Wait a minute. I'm going to pause to see. I don't know if the blue. I think it is. I think the blue moon every year does land around August. Wait a minute. No. So I knew this. I knew that a blue moon was when it's two moons in the one. Wait a minute. I'm just going to read it from this. This happens when a month has two full moons, right? And the second one's a blue moon. But the seasonal blue moon, this occurs when a season, spring, summer, fall, or winter, has four full moons instead of usually three, with the third being, oh, fuck's sake, whatever. Blue moons, blah, blah, blah. Blue moons in either sense occur about every 2 to 3 years. So the next one is on the 31st of May. So that could be significant. And then there won't be another one till August 21st. But wait, I did say August, but listen, 2032. So I don't think we need to worry about that. I don't know if YouTube will even be kicking about. And then there'll be other ones in 2037. Yep, they're saying, yep, that's right. But yeah, the main point being something impossible is about to happen with people that resonated with this, or maybe it already has, but this was a really cool one to resonate. So I'm praying for all your unions, and yeah, let me know. Email me, because email me if this resonated or you want to tell me any updates or anything. But see you later.